Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk to you guys about how to become Dan players. I think many people want to know how to become Dan players, and you might be already Dan player, I know that. Yeah, but even if you are Dan player right now, I think you may want to upgrade your Baduk level, just like one Dan higher than now. Yeah, right? Or two dans, you want to improve two dans, that's very common. So if you are interested to improve your Baduk skill, I think this video will be useful for you guys. So we just have to know few things, not that much. It's like when you are playing the Baduk, you have to upgrade your three part, just like opening and middle game and end game. If you are good at handling those things, then you can improve incredibly much more. Yeah, it's so simple. Sounds like so simple. So what about on the opening? What do you have to focus on the opening? Focus of the opening. Yeah, here. Um, I think it's like I can just tell you guys about um okay about this part. Before AI, now we live in the AI generation, right? So before AI, actually opening part was quite important. So what can you get supporting from AI? I think mostly we can actually get support on about the opening part because before when I was learning in the opening, yeah, like for example, I get review from my teacher. They cared a lot about they just answer when my opponent approached there, or I had to pincer which joseki we have to choose. That matters a lot, yeah, long time ago. But nowadays, we can just see that simply with all the AI. When you choose a pincer, or when you just answer, or when you just tenuki, actually point gap is not much different. I think if you have tried to use Katego or some other AI, then I think you know that what I'm talking about. So actually AI is no. Opening is not that important compared to before. Before was like what opening was actually very important. You can see that many books are written in the opening and joseki. Yeah, but now it's like totally opposite. Totally opposite. Opening is the most simplest, is like simplest area when you are playing the one game. So what is important in opening? Um, the biggest place. How to find out the biggest place? Yeah, it's very simple. Just normally, on the big board, wide board, you can just choose wherever you want. Yeah, if you are just playing on the third line and fourth line, and like between stone to stone, and you just have to put the wide area, then that's it. It's so simple. It's nothing complicated in the opening how to find the biggest place. So, what about the joseki? Joseki was very important a long time ago. Still, I can say that you have to try to study. Um, that's true. It's not like that we don't have to study anything. But if you know about like the basic joseki that we are using a lot, then actually that's good enough. Sometimes some people are really focusing how they can memorize a lot of josekis and memorizing about the complicated joseki. Actually, there are so many complicated joseki, but some joseki we can just avoid, and we can just choose simple one. So it's like joseki is equals to what? Base fighting. Yeah. Um, in the joseki, the complicated joseki is like usually, touching fighting. Stones are sticking each other, and there is like very huge joseki. But simple joseki, we don't even touch the stone. Yeah, approach and answer, and we just make the two space jump, something like that. Yeah, but that's called base fighting. So if you understand about logic, how to find out the big place, and you take the base, but maybe it can be a bit difficult to maybe like DDK player. Yeah, if they don't have any information, it can be possible to be difficult. But now it's like if you are like advanced level, you try to be a Dan player, like if you are SDK player, then I don't think it's like very complicated. Actually, it's now is like easiest area. Yeah, I'm saying fact. It's true. So it's simple. Then which part is important? Actually, If you really want to improve your level, then you need to focus on the middle game. Middle game is very important. Yeah, like this. Opening, I can just give you 1 star. Maybe middle game, I have to give you 5 stars. 5 stars. Can you compare how much important in the middle game? So which part do you have to focus on the middle game? Yeah, of course, the biggest place. How to search the biggest place is one of the most important things. So long time ago, of course, I try to teach the young kids who really want to be a strong player. So when I try to teach them, and I turn it back to teach the who is enjoying to play the Baduk as a hobby, and I return to teach them. Teaching method actually is totally different. It should be like not same. So like, I think maybe like 10 years ago. At that time, I was teaching them in one like some season I was like focusing. If you go to biggest place, then you will be the winner. I was only focusing about how they can search the big place, because that time 10 years ago, yeah, still I'm teaching very much, yeah, like 7 days a week. That time still my experience was not enough. Yeah, although at that time I have been teaching already 15 years at that time. Yeah. But when I try to teach the young kids and then who want to enjoy as a hobby and adult, and all the time when I get the new private lesson, just like their point was different. Yeah, it was like my teaching method should be always changed. So one season I was really focusing on that word, that sentence, like who plays the biggest plays more will be the winner. I was focusing about this sentence. But now, actually not. Because it's like going to big plays is like very simple. If you understand logically, then you will know that. Of course, young kids, let's say that they are 5Q player or 7Q player. I'm talking about the young kids, just like 10 years old or like 8 years old. Even though they finish the local fighting, they both have a base each other, but they just keep playing one area instead of going to the big place. At that time, usually I let them do that because they need to get enough experience. But if you are watching this video, I guess maybe probably logically you have enough understanding, you have a social experience, you are adult, I guess. Then usually we know that when we have a base that we don't have to continue, we can just go to the big place. Then you can understand even what I'm talking about. So you can just immediately fix. But young kids, they have to get much more revision experience, and they play even neutral point during the middle game. Yeah, it's very common. Normally I let them do that. If they do it enough, like more than 100 times, and then I just add one explanation for them, then they can fix it. Yeah. So getting experience is also actually is important. So what I'm talking about is like I add each area the biggest place. Here also the biggest place. I don't mean this is not important, but actually logically, if you understand, this part is like logical part. Oh, okay, I have to go to big place. You can immediately understand. But what about the fighting part? Oh, okay. Before I talk about the fighting part, so in the middle game, biggest place can be usually invasion and reduction. Of course, something else. Yeah, sometimes you just have to go to the wide area. That's usually the biggest place in the middle game. Oh, yeah, this is like important. Fighting. Actually, invasion and reduction is like one kind of fighting. Yeah, that's also one of the fighting. So anyway, middle game is everything, actually, if you really want to improve. All right. So what will happen when you start to fight in the middle game? Usually there will be jumping fighting each other, right? We are jumping together. Yeah, jump, or nice move. And then at that moment, suddenly they will start to have a cutting fighting. And then some people love to do that. Some people really want to avoid about fighting. I want to win by territory. Yeah, but if you really want to win by only territory, it's gonna work if you are like SDK player or DDK player. But when your level is getting higher, we have to be good at everything. Fighting, going to biggest. Yeah, actually there is like, it's not like that I like to win by territory. Yeah, that's actually nonsense. So now fighting is very important. But usually, logically, it's really not easy to study. There is no book how to fight. Yeah, and we can study the book just like a Life and Death book or Tetsuji book and Capturing Race book, or like what book will be there? Anything else? It's really not easy to search. But sometimes, even you are studying about those things, you may not know how to use it. Why that's related in the actual game? You may not be sure. Maybe you can search much more joseki book in the whole wide world. But I can truly say that here is not most important area. Not that important, not that important. Okay? Yeah, if you want to improve your Baduk skill. So here is the main area. So that's true. Like doing life and death questions and capturing race question and Tetsuji question, those things will help you a lot. Yeah, but of course, logically, you have to also take some lecture and you have to make your own knowledge. Then you can improve your fighting skill and how to search the biggest place. Yeah, how to attack, how to take care of the weak group. There are actually much more topic, but I just make it simple version. All right. So now I can say I make the 5 stars because this is important to every player, all the players. What about the last part? Yeah. End game. End game. End game is actually is important than that we are thinking. But to who? Really high level player. High level player. High than level player. Okay? High than level player. High than I'm talking about around the folks. 6 to 8 dan. Around 8 dan level player. This is very different. Very, very important. They may not think about that they are making that much mistake in the end game, but actually between 6 dan, 7 dan, 8 dan, I'm talking about very simple end game. There is like gap is very huge. So if we understand end game part properly, maybe somebody is 6 dan player, they can immediately go to the 7 dan player. Sorry, here is a like cut. Sorry, I couldn't. I make it a bit smaller. Okay, that's it. You guys can see that now, right? So, end game, find the biggest place. But if you want to find the biggest place, we are not just checking the whether that's the wide area. Sometimes wide area is the smallest place, especially in the middle game. Like when we start the end game, center is very wide, but suddenly center value drop down. Of course, you have to see the example because all the game is different. And how you can have a valuation of the end game, you have to read it first. Like black start to play there first, and then you have to read like 5 steps or 7 steps. How many points you are getting and how many points you are losing between white to start to play there first. And then you can judge. Ah, that's big. That's like 10 points. Here is like 6 points. And then you can decide to play there, or you can just tenuki to go to other place. Yeah, that's why in the end game, if you want to be good at there, actually reading is everything. Reading. Who has a better reading can start with a training in the end game. Yeah, but of course, end game training method is more tough because it's really not easy to study by ourselves. And even if we are just studying with the book, sometimes it may not touch me. Why do I have to study this? It may not be happening in my actual game. So usually, you know, end game is like a data. Just like if you complete the more game, and then if you study like very common end game, which is like 2 point, half point, and 1 point, 3 point, 4 point, 5 point, or on the third line, connect Hane and then connect. That kind of ending game can be like 6 point, 8 point, 10 point, until 14 point. Is really all the time different. So if you just get put some data in your brain and then repeat, then it will upgrade naturally. Then normally I can say that your level will go up one level higher. I can confidently say that. It doesn't mean you must take a lot of information. Usually somebody study in the dojang, like who is studying 7 days a week for full day, usually their end game training can be like play the game and then during the review and then they can just get it naturally. But we are doing as a hobby. So I'm not, but I mean you guys are doing for as a hobby, right? Then usually we have to study a bit differently. We can't study like whole day and 7 days a week is impossible. Then we need to understand about how to study generally. Yeah, not too much, not too less, and enough. But it should be right method. Yeah. So anyway, that's the end game, training method. And of course, this is also important. I add the one more sentence here. Do not have an accident. Why I add this one is like, as I said, who is studying like 7 days a week for full day, like 10 hours a day, then usually their accident can be fixed naturally because they are doing for whole day. So this part is not important because just they can learn it naturally. But what are we playing this game for? Is our hobby, right? So I really figured out and realized that when I teach them, they get to have a many accidents and they just forgot about connect and die, and there was some aji, they missed it. It's very common. That's why I said that totally teaching method and my approaching was totally changed. It was like, I should teach them differently. Yeah. It's not like I look down at you or something, just like different situation. They do 7 days a week for 10 hours a day. We have to respect about their life. Of course, the important part is different. Normally, those things are solved naturally because they play whole day and they get the review every day from teacher, then they can study naturally. And then now they get to focus about this area. So usually, maybe if you have experience to have a private lesson with teacher, professional teacher, or like very strong players, then maybe you may have a chance to learn in this part a lot. I totally understand. I'm not saying that their teaching style is wrong or something. Just I approach different way. Yeah. When I was keep teaching you, maybe you may misunderstand. I'm not having private lesson. Actually, I'm doing the private lesson. Like at least maybe I'm doing like 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, offline, face to face. But normally I reject when I get on the email or like online lesson because I really do not have a time. 7 days a week I'm teaching. Yeah, in my center group lesson and private lesson. Then so it's really not easy to make the time. That's why when I'm getting suggestion about private lesson, I get to reject. Yeah, although I want to do it, but my body has a limit. Yeah, so it's like that's it. So if we can handle for this part, obviously you will reach the done player, and obviously even if you are done level right now, your level can upgrade 1 level higher, 2 levels higher. Yeah. Okay, it's interesting topic, right? So it's like, what do you think about it? Why I make this one is like, because usually people think that this is very important. I don't say that's no. But I guess maybe if you are watching this video, you are just playing this game as a hobby. Then usually, you may have a lot of chance to learn about this area. Actually, even if you don't know about any joseki, actually it's no problem to go up your level. I'm talking about even though you are that level player, you don't know about joseki, but logically you understand about many things, then you get to have a more understanding and you will solve the problem by yourself. even though there is a new situation, you don't have any information of that joseki, then you will just create it by yourself. We don't have time to study like 7 days a week for 10 hours every day, right? Yeah, so I'm really saying that if your understanding is focusing about this area here, and ignore, just throw, sorry, here, yeah, this upper part, lower part you can focus, upper part to make ignore. But I cannot say that this is not important. Just learning basic is okay. Yeah, learning basic, then your level can be higher. That's it. What do you think about it? Okay, so if you can handle, then of course your level will upgrade it. So I wanted to tell you about this information to you guys. I hope this is useful for you guys. Then you guys may ask me, then what about, I don't know how to handle this part by myself. Then what do I have to do? Then I really recommend you to join the One Game Master that I made 1 month ago. Before, I never considered to make the high level regular course. The reason why I thought, wow, if they are like books 3 done, 4 done, 5 done, 6 done, maybe all the student necessary things are different. Their game style is different. I really have to teach them case by case. I can't give them same advice. That was what I was thinking. That was what I thought. But you know, I have been teaching like more and more and more. Yeah. As I said, I'm still doing the private lesson every week regularly. I'm in the face-to-face, and I get to teach the different type of a student, and age is different, level is different, and many things is different. So it gives me more idea how I can make the general course. Yeah. No matter your game style is like attacking style or defending style, or you love to fighter, or you like to develop the territory, no matter what you're using, I was really sure that you can understand about this course. I mean, you can improve with this course. That was the reason I really was really sure that I can confident to make the general course. Yeah, so I just started 1 month ago. Exactly, today is 1 month. 4 weeks, actually less than 1 month. So I just wanted to show you guys about, share how my students are doing. Yeah. Yeah, I can just show you their progress right now. Yeah. He joined the course when I just launched my One Game Master in 2 hours. Yeah. So he has been staying in the 6 dan and 5 dan and 6 dan and 5 dan, but that means like he will be stable in 5 dan, but 6 dan will be a bit tough. Yeah, I think many people are something like him, just like him, not just one player. Somebody might be staying at the 4 dan and then drop down at 3 dan and then stay for a long time and then go up to the 4 dan, something like that. But he was like very thirsty. So since he joined, because I opened I launched my opening master September 16th. So he just played about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 win and 2 lose. I think it's quite okay. Before, when I show you about the history of his level, you can see that 2022. Yeah. Yeah, like 5 dan, he reached the 5 dan about 3.5 years ago. I think it will touch you, right? And now it's like join the 1 month. I told you guys if you try the 6 months, at least you can really improve 1 level. Now it's 1 month. Actually, it's good signal. I checked the game quality, and he is just playing regularly, and he is also following the progress really well. So I am keep observing all the student game result and also game quality. So it's really changing. So I guess maybe he will upgrade the 6th dan as soon as possible. Yeah. So it's like really good signal. Winning and losing is really changed a lot. And yeah. Now he's 3 dan. Yeah. When I press this game history, you can see that he was keep growing up. Yeah, like 1Q, there was stuck in filling. 2 cube drop down, and then 1 cube again, 1Q. Yeah, 1Q. Sorry, cube is Cantonese. And then it was like stuck line. And then finally he break it out. And it was like, when was that? 2023, October, 2 years ago. And then he stayed for a long time in the 1 dan. Oh, drop down one more time to the 1Q. It's really normal, right? And then maybe somewhere he get the motivation to go up 1 dan again, and finally he reached the 2 dan. 2 dan. It was last year in May. Yeah, in May. And then losing many times is very common, right? When we reach to a higher level. And then, but however, he overcome. He stayed it. He stayed it. And then at the end of the area, he keep win straightly. It can be one of the, it can be lucky, but however, he overcome and then he reached the 3 dan. He reached the 3 dan at this moment, and then he didn't play like 10 months on the 3 dan. Maybe I guess maybe he wants to keep up 3 dan account, and then he doesn't want to make it drop down first. I guess, maybe, I don't know. I'm having conversation with them on the email, simply, just like I want to know their account, because I can check their game quality and the game result, because I can colorfully check their level is upgrading since they joined the course. And then he started to play. Like he joined about 2 or 3 days later, since I just launched my course. And then now you can see that 3 dan is like just like 1 level higher level. So first game he lost it, but it was okay. After that, and he win. 4 win, 1 lose in the higher level. He never tried it on the 3 dan. Yeah, this is progress. It's really good. Actually, it's incredible. And yeah, okay. Now 1 dan player on the Fox. Actually, I met him when I went to Czech Republic in last August, and I had a chance to make the lecture with him, and he liked my lecture, so he asked me whether I can have a private lesson. Yeah, but I had to say, as usual, I need to check my schedule. I was really sorry when I was saying about that kind of things. Yeah, but it was really true. It was really not easy to make the time. So finally, I launched my one game master, and he joined, and I was a bit not sure. I'm not sure what was his level on the European level, but he started from 2Q. First game he lost, and then win, and then lose again. And then you can see that win, and then reach up 1 dan. Because if our winning percentage is really good, then we can immediately go up to the 2 level higher. So now he started from 1 dan. So he's working very hard. So I'm very happy that, and his game result is also upgraded. I can show you the email how he did it. Yeah, all right, it's really incredible. And okay, and my another student, yeah, actually he's from Hong Kong, and he is Baduk teacher, and I had a chance to make the offline lesson with him, yeah, like many years ago, and it was a really nice time. But nowadays I can't teach him because now he moved his another country. So he is also working very hard. So let me see his account. Like I can show you when he reached the 5 dan. Now he's 5 dan, but it's like going up to 6 dan and drop down to the 5 dan, go up to the 6 dan again and drop down to 5 dan. Yeah, it's really common, as you know, as I said. So he's working very hard. I can feel that. He stayed for a long time on the 6 dan, but finally dropped down. And yeah, 6 dan, 5 dan, 6 dan, 5 dan. Okay. he reached the 5 dan. It was like 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah, 2022 June. Yeah, so it's like nearly 3.5 years ago, right? Now still 5 dan. Do you think he didn't improve? I really believe that he improved. But just like in the same level, there are many stairs. 6 dan also same. So he joined middle of the September, maybe the end of the September. Well, maybe like not so long, like 2 to 3 weeks, but he's making amazing result. Since he joined and he started to play the game, and he win, 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 and lose one game, and then win, win. Can you feel that different? I really can feel different. Of course, including game quality. And before he started to join the course, actually he told me that because he preferred to play offline game more. I think everybody is same. But sometimes in order to have a training, we need to have an online game as well, because it doesn't mean we can play with other people face to face, because we need to set up the schedule. It's really not easy. And also Fox, level is very, very stable. If we are saying Fox 5, then we really, the level is really, really stable level. So it's not like the up down is a lot. So if he is going up 6 dan very soon, and also I hope he will go up to the 7 dan. He just did the 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks now, but already he can feel the difference. So I can also show you the email that I get. All right. Yep, this is one of the students just now, the email. Yeah, when we had the first email, because I wanted to know his Fox account, but he haven't played on the Fox, so he immediately make the account on the Fox, and he is following up really well. So he just sent to me, sorry, now it's like email sizes of in that matching. Yeah. Hello, Park, Dr. Park. You are right, we met at the Czech Republic Go Camp. Yeah, because I remember him, and I was guessing his name. So I'm very, very glad you are launched this course, which allows me to get more Baduk training from you. Yeah. And then I apply different principles now, and I enjoy it. The change brought me to get more Baduk training. Brought me even an immediate effect at the local tournament last week. I guess maybe he made a good result in the offline tournament. Yeah. When I hear about this kind of news, I'm really happy that, it's like job is job. We are working for the job for, for earning money, but I'm not talking about the like earning money. Just like when I teach, and then when they make the good result, and then when I make student happy, that feeling is like really, incredible. Yeah, it's like really good. I think maybe if you are a teacher, maybe you may understand what I'm talking about. So I've installed the Fox client, and he just opened his account, and I struggled with the interface a little, but I believe everything will be okay soon. I'm happy to be at your school. So now he's doing well. Just now you saw that he just upgraded to, he improved to 1 dan, and then now he's just won the 1 game. Yeah. So I really hope, him to keep trying and then keep go up his level. Yeah. And another one. Yeah, another one. He just joined the 29th of September. Just I think he did 2 weeks. Yeah, less than 2 months. Just now I show you who stayed in on the Fox 5 dan to 6 dan 3.5 years, and he really made a great result, last 5 or 6 games. Yeah, hi Mr. Pa. I have been studying the lectures and exercises closely since joining the program. I felt improvement gradually and really appreciate it. Yeah. As I mentioned before, I prefer playing face-to-face games, but I will try hard to play more online. This attached game record is one of my best face-to-face games, and I think you might enjoy it, especially move 98, 128, and 140. I tried to use everything, include reading. Yeah, learned from the lectures. Yeah, have a nice weekend. So he was very happy that he wanted to show me how he played on the the offline game, and I checked the game, and the game quality was changed a lot, and yeah, he killed the opponent, everything. Maybe I guess maybe opponent was one of his friend, or he had a chance to play with him before, so maybe he can feel that totally different. Yeah, of course I show you that just now. Even internet game is already different. So when I hear about this kind of yeah, their improvement to feeling, it's like it makes me very happy. So I'm not kidding. It's like I really believe that it will be better than face-to-face lesson. And if you really want to just try lightly, yeah, instead of the deep learning, light learning, there is a membership lecture. You can consider to join the Go. It was like, yeah, Go fan. Then you can enjoy to have a lecture like light lecture about Fox 1 dan, 2 dan, 3 dan about that level. And if you really want to make it a bit higher level, then you can consider to join SuperGo membership, SuperGo fan. Then you can join like Fox 5 dan, 6 dan, 7 dan around the level. That is like a light learning, light lecture. But still, it will be useful. That's why many people are joining. Like it haven't been for a long time. Yeah, now it's like many people. But if you really want to learn deeper, not lightly, yeah, and you can consider to join the One Game Master. There are like 4 options. So maybe this month I can consider to study very hard, very hard. Then even you can join 1 month is okay. You will feel really totally different because now he just joined the 2 weeks already. He feel different as you've seen it. So it's like then if you just join the 1 month, and even you can study even better than face-to-face lesson and efficiently and much cheaper. Cannot compare because if I have a private lesson, I told you that normally if I have a like 1.5 hour lesson, then it should be US $150, and 4 weeks like $600 is like too high charge. But why I do that is like usually this course may not be suitable to the kids because kids are learning by experience, and then I need to have some management. I need to force them to do some training. Kids are not learning exactly from explanation. Still, I need to explain to them, but it's a bit different than adult. That's why I still have a private lesson. And of course, some adult, they prefer to have a offline private lesson as well. So I'm still doing. Yeah, it doesn't mean I'm not doing anything. Yeah. So, but it's really difficult to make it with me. So, but if you are thinking, if you can guess if that is better than face-to-face lesson, and even that is much cheaper, then I think you can really consider. Yeah, there are many ways you can enjoy 1 month and you try first, then you can consider again. Of course, if you just do it regularly, I'm sure that your level will keep go up. Yeah, I just mentioned that maybe if you try 6 months, then obviously your one level will be higher compared to now. I said that like this because I want to make it very passive way, safe way. Yeah, but already 2 weeks, like 1 month, it gives us like signal as I show you. All right, so today I just make the topic how you can be a dan player. Yeah, you saw that I actually said that Fox 2 dan, 3 dan, 4 dan, 5 dan, 6 dan, 7 dan, 8 dan players can be suitable for this course, but even Q level players also can consider like now. So that's it. Thank you so much everybody for watching for this long video. That's you guys. Next time. Bye.